Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. Sheds him off at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Completed out left to Dobbs. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Here's Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week.
16 carries, 56 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he's feeling touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On play action. Love to throw.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Play action this time with Love. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Love now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs,
56 yards.
And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. as the kickoff's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Now Goff on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Here's a diving catch right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
David Montgomery, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Now the Packers get set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, Love. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
An inside give to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, another shot for Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yep.
Man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's Love. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Working out of the gun. Love.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Love looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. This one swung out here to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Well, during that run, an injury here, we've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's gone. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Goff now looks to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
a 9-yard touchdown run.
and the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And a good 1st down there by Musgrave, who at pick 42 was the earliest Green Bay had drafted a tight end in over 20 years. With his rare size-speed combo, he was more than worthy of the pick and being a focal point of this offense.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First down, Love to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more?
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Play action. It's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now gone. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.